Hi and welcome. Welcome, replay viewers. Entrepreneurs, we have something serious to talk about. Are your ads plateauing? Maybe they've been performing worse than they used to a few months ago, maybe a year ago. And do you want to do something about it? If yes, then you're in the right place because today we're talking about outdated strategies that we need to ditch if we want to succeed with our ads in 2025. Welcome again. Share below if you have a free or paid offer you are running Facebook ads to or would like to start running Facebook ads to. I'd love to hear about it. And we've got 3 outdated tactics to ditch today to discuss. Before we get to that though, let me quickly introduce myself. My name is Julia Storak. I'm a Facebook ads strategist from Zenful and I specialize in helping coaches, consultants, and online course creators generate more leads and sales with Facebook ads. And let's dive into our tips today. I have a little bullet points presentation for you, which I'll share. And we'll go through it because it's really, really important, because if we keep relying on outdated tactics, they are costing us sales. They're eating up our Facebook ad budget and giving us nothing in return. So let's combat that. It's not worth it, right? It's not worth it to run on outdated stuff when we can run on strategies that are up to date and will take us far, far, and will make, will give us a good bang for our buck. Stop doing this, right? Let's get in. First off, we've got a strategy, or kind of the mode that we tend to fall into, and that is relying on only one ad format. And a big part of it is usually for people is neglecting short form video content, because not everybody's comfortable being on camera. Not everybody is, doing reels and TikToks all day long. Like some people do, some generations may have it easier than others. They've grown up with all the digital stuff, and some others we haven't. I'm a millennial, right? I haven't grown up with a phone in my hand at all times of the day. So that's also something that I had to learn, right? So that could be one, that's one obstacle usually, and that's why people neglect that ad format, but it's important not to do that. So let's talk about why it's important. This tactic of relying on one ad format, and that could be an image for somebody, or a certain type of video. Even a certain type of video can be a pitfall in itself. Like if you only ever do talking head videos like this, then you may be missing opportunities for engagement, because that format, not everybody's into it, right? And there are so many more formats that we could do. There are more different ways to shoot a video that are also engaging. And if we're not using them at all in our ads, that can be to our own detriment. So everybody consumes content differently. If we are only sticking to one format, that just limits our ad performance. So yeah, obviously short form reel content, it just dominates social media now. And it's actually very, very convenient to use in ads as well, for the reason that you can also retarget the people who have viewed that content. So that's another reason to use it. So what do you do instead? Instead of sticking to one format, you diversify your ad formats. That's one of the biggest, first and foremost, things that we work on with clients when we get into it long term. That's the number one thing that we work on, diversifying the ad formats, because trying different things helps people discover what kind of format really resonates with their audience. And often it's something unexpected. You're like, oh, let me shoot this silly looking ad. I don't even know if it's going to work or not. And then that's the thing that goes and works like gangbusters, while all the rest of your carefully thought through ad creative are like, meh. So let me know if that has ever happened to you, my friend. Let me see. I don't know if my chat would show up here. I hope. So just let me know overall if that's something that's ever happened to you, because that for sure it happens a lot. So diversify your ad formats, include short form videos to grab attention and to build up that retargetable audience. Use carousel when you have multiple messages or multiple products, or even when you want to highlight different sides of a product. So you can say, oh, you can use it this way, and you can use it this way, and this is the benefit of it, and this is the benefit of it. Carousels are great for that. Experiment with POV videos, like the popular styles that you see all over social media. They can be really effective for ads too, because they look native, and then people look at them and like, oh, hold on, I didn't even realize it's an ad, but it's interesting enough, so I might as well keep watching. You can even do unpacking videos, animated visuals. So it's not doesn't have to be overly complicated to create a short form video. You can literally create it in Canva, and if what you write on the video is catchy enough, that in itself, that will work well. Literally, I have a client, one of the best performing ads that we're running is an ad where on the background there's something happening, like a woman is walking on the background, and there is a color overlay on top of that, and there is text on top of that, kind of hooking people to read through the rest of the ad and buy the product. And it's one of the most successful ads currently running, and it's been running for a long time. So that can be very effective. Try it out. Mix in static images. I'm not saying that static images don't work, but use them just like everything. Test different things. Next up, we've got an outdated mistake tactic is designing ads only for silent viewing. And I can tell you, a couple of years ago, that was the advice that you would get. You would say, if you have a video, make sure that you have the captions on it. Basically, count with the fact that most people are not going to watch your video with the sound on. But now, we've been conditioned by all the TikToks and Reels to constantly watch the sound on, because for many of those live, engaging, short videos, you're not going to understand the point of the video if you don't have your sound on, because whatever the soundtrack playing or voiceover is playing, that's giving context and meaning to what's happening visually. So we've been conditioned by that. So if we now a lot of people, we're watching everything with sound on. So if we only design our ads with the sound off, we're missing out on opportunities. We don't want to do that. We want to have a really successful 2025 with really successful ads. So let's do this instead. Let's create ads that work both ways. They can have a voiceover, they can have a custom jingle even. There is AI. I actually don't know the name of it, but I've heard of it. AI that creates a custom jingle for your brand. You can literally create any kind of song with AI for your brand, and if it fits what's happening visually, it can be very, very fun and interesting. ASMR effects. I love watching ASMR ads. Sometimes I'm watching an ad, I'm like, I don't even like what's on the ad. I'm never gonna buy that product, but I like the voice, so it gets me to listen. And I guess, after you see those things for a couple of times, you might start considering the product. So it does work. And use captions and text overlays, and make sound add value, just like when we watch Reels or talks. Sound, the audio that we attach to the visuals, it gives it extra boost. It's music, it's fun. So we can do the same with ads. Moving on to outdated strategy to ditch, number 3, relying on targeting options instead of using creative for your targeting. That's another one that's kind of based on the changes that have been happening in the last couple of years in the Facebook ads realm. There have been some significant privacy updates. And while I am not saying to ditch detailed targeting and interest targeting and behavioral targeting, I'm not saying to ditch that, but I will say that adding creative-based targeting on top of that does make your ads more effective, because just relying on those interests alone may not cut it anymore. And I see that some accounts kind of see more the effect of this, and some others less so. I apologize. But I don't know what's happening to me every live stream. I apologize, you guys. Apologies, but let's go through it for now. Apologies for my voice. So what you want to do instead is call out your specific demographic, your specific target audience in the ad copy and in the visuals of your ad, such as you can have an overlay, like if there's something happening on the video, you can have that text overlay saying, are you a coach course creator? Are you a mom struggling to get fit, right? Or wanting to gain strength? You can call that out, and I highly recommend that. Then design the visuals, right? If we're talking to people who work remotely, we can use different visuals than if we're talking to people who are working a 9 to 5, right? So they're more location based. Tell stories that reflect their particular challenges and aspirations. I would say this tip is really timeless. That's something we should be doing anyway, always, because that's the deep understanding of our customer, without which none of the ad copy will be particularly effective. So that's the foundational work that we must be doing always anyway, but it ties in with this tip. Finally, guys, if you create the best ad creative in the world, but your ad strategy is off, it's the wrong strategy for your business, it's the wrong strategy overall, it doesn't align with your current resources, with your current funnel, with your offers, none of those ads will be successful. That is why I'm hosting a free live workshop to talk specifically about Facebook ad strategy and the strategies that are proven and have worked to boost digital product sales for my clients. If you want to scale your sales, your revenue in 2025, I very much invite you to this workshop. It's absolutely free. It'll be happening right here on YouTube. We'll dive into the 3 proven strategies. We'll dive into the pros and cons of each. And I'll share with you the keys to making each of them work, and how to do it in a tailored way to your particular business. So you'll walk away with something very tangible, with a clear strategy, and I think that is worth a lot. Sign up for this free live workshop. It's happening next Tuesday at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, and I hope to see you there. Thanks so much. Sign up using the link below. Sign up using the link below. It's in the description on YouTube, on my Facebook page. And I hope to see you there live at the free workshop.